Mayhem is not a villain, she's a vigilante.
So I am very excited for your arc this season because we got little bits of your, being a badass in season 1, but now it's just like fully unleashed. What was your biggest challenge with this side of O'Reilly?
I think it was kind of the fact that she just took this massive 180 and figuring out how to make it similar enough that you understand where she's come from, but different enough that you can see where she's going. And changing the physicality of the character, changing the voice, changing so many things because she is a completely different human being.
I mean, that look you give at the end of the season 1 finale, how long did you practice that? Because that is a very intense stare. I feel like you have to perfect.
It was, I didn't practice it. I think I had some help because Kendrick Lamar, it was Voodoo Fest that night, and I could hear, I was crawling out of the swamp as Kendrick Lamar was doing a concert, just from here to where that water fountain is. So it was pretty amazing. So I feel like that actually helped me. But yeah, I didn't really, Joe and I talked about it and talked about kind of the intention behind it and the fact that she's essentially full of rage at this point. So I think it was more channeling that versus practicing the actual look. I didn't do it in the mirror, I do have to say. When I did it that night, it was the first time I did do it. Yeah.
What can you tease about O'Reilly's relationship now with Tandy and Tyrone and that kind of, different landscapes of what a hero is and all getting justice?
Well, I think you see similarities between Bridget and Ty, and then you see similarities between Mayhem and Tandy. And in season 1, Bridget was this protector of Ty and really tried to take him under her wing and get justice for him because she saw how much he deserved it and how let down he'd been by the system. And she failed at that. And she's grappling with PTSD now, and she's not doing the best job managing it. She's taking pills, she's drinking. And then you kind of see that relationship shift, and Ty kind of takes Bridget under his wing, and he really steps up and becomes such a protector this season. It's a really beautiful story. But then the side of her that's the Mayhem side, there's parallels between her and Tandy. Tandy is a little bit more scrappy, a little bit more, she can look at Mayhem and see and understand why Mayhem is doing what she's doing, whereas Ty does not understand it.
Tandy's kind of already been there in that.
She's been there and she understands it, especially when we're dealing with human sex trafficking. She sees what's happening to these women and she understands, well, Mayhem's taking these guys out that are causing it, because Mayhem is not a villain, she's a vigilante. And, she is definitely, crossing the line a little bit, but it definitely does challenge you as an audience member to figure out, do you agree with her or not? What would you do in that situation if you had the ability to stop something? Would you? Or would you step back and think about the ripple effect? What kind of hero would you be, or what kind of vigilante would you be? So there are similarities between Mayhem and Tandy, and then similarities between Bridget and Ty.
I think you guys are going to be surprised how much you agree with Mayhem. Mayhem is the person in traffic who wants to get out and start the fight. Mayhem is the person who doesn't feel any guilt. If she has a superpower, it's that she doesn't care. And so I think the way Emma plays Mayhem and the way she kind of plays it opposite Bridget, it's amazing. Sometimes you forget she's the same actress.